In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the front wheel bearing hub assembly on this Audi A4. This is going to be located behind the brakes, behind the front tires. Let's get into it. In the trunk, lift up where the spare tire is. You can see where the toolbox is right here. Just lift the handle, slide this out. You can open this up. Inside, here's the ring that we're looking for. Using the tool from the trunk, go in the center cap, and just pull it off. Using a 17mm socket, take the lug bolts off. Before you take the last one off, I'm just going to hold the wheel so it doesn't fall. Take that off and grab the wheel and slide it off. Now we're going to take the caliper and bracket off altogether. Use a 21mm socket. Loosen these bolts up. Slide the caliper off using a brake caliper hanger. Just going to hang it from the control arm or the upper control arms. Just have that out of the way. Using a T30 socket, take this screw out. You can remove the rotor. We're going to loosen this bolt. Use some lug bolts. Get those threaded in and close to the ground. Just going to put a pry bar just to prevent the hub from spinning. Using a H17 or a hex 17mm socket, loosen up the bolt. There we go. Starting to loosen up. There you go, take that out. Now we're going to take the bolts out from the back side of the hub, on the back side of the knuckle. Use a triple square socket. This is a M12 socket. Loosen those up. Just so I don't ruin the CV boot, I'm just taking a piece of plastic. You can just cut up an old bottle and just put it in between there just so it doesn't rip. Pull that out. If you need to, you can push the CV shaft back. Pull those bolts out. Do the same on the other ones. And just take a hammer, all the bolts are out. Just from the back side, just give it some taps, try to get it to separate. And if just tapping it with a hammer doesn't take it off, you can use a slide hammer. And that just separated it. It's okay. I'm just going to have to take the flange off. There we go. There it is. There's a lot of corrosion in here. I'm just going to take a wire brush and just clean this up. it's all cleaned up, I'm just gonna put thin coat of anti-seize on here so that doesn't happen again, so it doesn't stick in there so difficult to get out. All right, that's good. I'll take the new hub assembly and slide it in place. Now I take the new bolts, get those started from the back. Now we're going to torque these bolts to 81 foot-pounds. Get the new spindle bolt, get that started. Snug that down, put a couple of the lug bolts in. Take your pry bar to prevent the hub from spinning. Now you're going to torque this bolt to 147 foot-pounds. And then you want to go an additional 180 degrees. If you don't have a torque angle meter, do the best you can. Take those bolts out, spray a little copper anti-seize, and put the rotor on. Make sure that lines up. Get the screw, get that started. Snug that down, and take the caliper off the hanger. Slide it over the rotor. Get the bolts. Get those started. Torque those bolts to 140 foot-pounds. Take the wheel, slide it in position. Take the lug bolts, get that started. Snug those down. Now I'm going to torque the lug bolts to 90 foot-pounds in a cross pattern to tighten the wheel down evenly. And just go around again, double check. That's good. Take the center cap where the hole is. You want that lined up with the valve stem. Just line that up. Tap it on. Take the little hook, put it back in the toolkit. And close it up. Put it back where it goes. Lift the handle and put the handle down.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.